Heart disease is the primary cause of death globally, and one significant factor might already be found in your kitchen. The catch? You likely have no idea it's even there. This silent threat has been sneaking into our food for decades, quietly damaging our hearts. Even when labels read no presence of it, it's still possible for it to be there. And no, it's not sugar. But what exactly is this dangerous culprit, and why is it so harmful? Watch until the end to see what it is and how to eliminate it from your diet. Before we name this stealthy killer, imagine a substance that increases your bad cholesterol, LDL, while decreasing your good cholesterol, HDL. This creates the perfect storm for heart disease, strokes, and even cancer. It's like pouring cement into your arteries. Eventually, things will clog up. Sounds like a horror movie for your health? Well, it's very real. Food companies have been slipping it into our meals for years, all for convenience and profit. By now, you might be thinking, if it's so bad, wouldn't we already know about it? That's where the story gets intriguing. This substance was once praised as a food science breakthrough. It was cheaper, lasted longer, and could be used for cooking or frying without producing smoke. Perfect for mass-produced foods. In the 1950s, it became predominant in American diets. However, by the 1990s, researchers began raising alarms about the health risks. Yet despite growing evidence, it took years for regulations to catch up. The food industry resisted change, claiming it would be too expensive and that alternatives might not be any healthier. So, what mystery substance has been harming our hearts for so long? It's trans fats, specifically artificial trans fats. Now, before you click away, hear me out. This isn't just another dry health talk. It's no joke. It's a ticking time bomb in our food supply. You might be asking, hey, hasn't the FDA already taken care of this issue? Well, yes and no. We'll get into it, but first things first. What are trans fats? Trans fats are unsaturated fats found in two forms: natural from ruminant animals and artificially created. Natural trans fats are found in the meat and dairy of ruminant animals like cattle, sheep, and goats. They form when bacteria in their stomachs digest the grass. Various evaluations have determined that consuming these fats in moderate amounts is not harmful. However, artificial trans fats, also known as industrial trans fats or partially hydrogenated fats, have severe health implications. Most of these trans fats are created using an industrial method that adds hydrogen to vegetable oil, causing the oil to solidify at room temperature. This partially hydrogenated oil is cost-effective and less prone to spoiling, resulting in foods made with it having a longer shelf life. Both observational research and clinical trials indicate that artificial or industrial trans fats notably elevate the risk of heart disease. Also, they are awful for the arteries. They majorly increase the risk of stroke, type 2 diabetes, insulin resistance, and increased inflammation, especially in people with excess weight or obesity. They are linked even to cancer. Trans fat intake is responsible for up to 500,000 premature deaths from coronary heart disease each year around the world, according to the World Health Organization. In 2015, the FDA determined that partially hydrogenated oils, then the primary source of artificial trans fats in the food supply, are no longer generally recognized as safe. Though trans fats have been banned as an ingredient in food in the US since 2020, it can be tricky to avoid traces of them altogether. While regulations have tightened, loopholes still allow small amounts of trans fats in foods like commercial baked goods, such as cakes, cookies, and pies, shortening, microwave popcorn, frozen pizza, refrigerated dough, such as biscuits and rolls, fried foods, including French fries, donuts, and fried chicken, non-dairy coffee creamer, and stick margarine. Some restaurants and fast food chains also use partially hydrogenated oil in their deep fryers to minimize the frequency of oil changes compared to other oils. But don't worry, once you know what to look for, you can protect yourself. The detective work can even be fun. Check the labels and look for partially hydrogenated oils, PHOs, in the ingredients list. This is code for trans fats. Also, check for something that says encapsulated citric acid. This is a combination of citric acid and hydrogenated vegetable oils, which include trans fats. In the United States, manufacturers can label their products trans fat-free as long as fewer than 0.5 grams of these fats per serving. So, even if a label claims 0 grams trans fat, the product might still contain small amounts. Over time, those small amounts can add up, especially when most people like to have more than one product serving. Multiple lab tests on grocery products found much higher levels on different items, from crackers and donuts to shortening and margarine. But there's good news. Many companies have reformulated their products to remove trans fats, and many healthier alternatives are available. Opt for whole foods like fruits, vegetables, and nuts. Use liquid oils like olive or canola when cooking. Eliminating trans fats from our diets could save thousands of lives each year. Although the US and other developed nations have taken steps to remove them from the food supply, they're still widely used in many parts of the world. You can take charge of your diet by reading labels and choosing whole, unprocessed foods. Also, support companies that have eliminated trans fats from their products. Every small decision choosing healthier options over processed foods improves heart health over time. Ultimately, trans fats remind us that what's convenient or profitable isn't always good for our health. The next time you're grocery shopping or ordering food, remember that even though trans fats are invisible, their impact on your heart is very real. But by staying informed and making better choices, you can play a role in defeating this silent killer. Your heart health is in your hands, and now that you know about trans fats, you're already one step ahead. We all know that heart disease is heavily impacted by overweight and obesity. Watch this video to find the natural science-backed ways to lose weight. If you found this helpful information, please like this video and share it with friends and family who might benefit from it. Together, we can spread awareness and make healthier choices. Subscribe to the channel for more content on health and natural remedies. Remember to hit the bell icon to receive all the updates. Until next time, stay healthy and stay natural.